cannot express in words how badly I want a relationship. And I'm so embarrassed to say that out loud. I literally made a whole spam account because I'm so ashamed of wanting it so badly. And if I talk about it on my main account that everyone in my life knows, then they all know that I'm a fucking fraud. Like, I am just so tired of dating, and I don't know what it is about me at this point. I've had one relationship and it was terrible. He was insanely abusive, and like, yeah, that's not like normal, but like, I've never had another boyfriend ever since and before. So it's like, it's hard to know where that line is of normalcy. And I just feel like as a woman that's like pretty attractive, I'm okay, you know? Like, people just assume that, like, oh, it must be so easy. No, it's terrible. It's literally terrible. And I'm not saying that I'm, like, the prettiest person in the world, you know? But, like, I have good morals. Like, every time I meet a man, like, oh, you're so refreshing to talk to. Because I can hold a conversation. Because I talk about normal things. Because I can't put on a fucking persona. I can't fucking fake it. I can't be this fucking Shira 7 type person. I wish I could, but I can't. I'm so unfortunately genuine. I'm not like super open right away, obviously. Like, I know how to date, but at the same time, I'm just like, I don't know what it is. Like, I really don't know where it's happening for everyone except me. And I know it'll come when you expect it. Okay, I've been not expecting it. And then it's like, oh, you have to put yourself out there. So I put myself out there. And it's nothing. It's like, I genuinely think that I'm gonna die alone. Like, I really mean that. Like, I'm so tired. And it's exhausting. And I really try not to let it affect me on a deep level. But it does. And every time I'm outside, it's all I think about. Every time I see a couple, it's all I think about. I genuinely get so fucking frustrated thinking about it because I've never had something normal. I have never had a normal boyfriend where I can be nice and loving and they are nice and loving. Like, my ex was so mean to me, dude. Like, so fucking mean. He would call me Nate. He would do so much shit to me. It was crazy. And like, I just don't know what it's like to have a guy. I know what it's like to have a guy into you. Everyone's into me. But like, actually want me as a person, as a human being, to date, pretend like forever, that's not a fucking freak. Nope. Even the freaks don't want me. I don't know.
Men do not be trying to date for real. All these men think about is fucking lust. Like, what are men that really want to get to know the women? Take her out, wine and dine her, treat her like a queen. Where is those type of men? It's just like everybody is trying to get straight to the point. Y'all don't want to get to know people for real? Like, that's scary.
So I'm leaving Target and I just had this thought, like, wow, it's just so many beautiful, educated black women in Atlanta. Like, what the heck am I doing here? Like, the pickings are too wide. It's not enough men out here. Like, no wonder why I'm single, because there's literally so many women. They could have these men or women, whatever you like. I like men. So these men could literally have a different bed, a different nice woman every day, like a good girl. Like, which states are the men in? Where y'all at? Where? Black men, brown men, shit, white men, blue men.
Okay, we're definitely going to keep our matchmaking series going into the new year, but this question is for the men. I noticed that we have a overwhelming number of women wanting to be featured, or they want to express the issues they're having with dating, or they're just more open to the dating process versus men. I don't feature a lot of men. However, I do notice that y'all DM me privately, but y'all just too scared to be featured. So I want to know, what about it scares you? Because if you DM, because there's a lot of y'all in my DM wanting to be featured, wanting to find a match. If y'all not too scared to DM me about it, and y'all know y'all want to find a match, how will the girls know you're single if you don't want to come out of the DM? Mind you, I'm not going to post anyone without anyone's permission. So it's just like, I see you in the DM. I could just post your information, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not that kind of person. I just want to know, what's the reservation about? Like, what about it scares you? Your wife could be waiting for you, a potential match, something. So I'm going to encourage the men to come forth. And shout out to all the men who have come forth and, was confident and everything. So this is for men strictly. And y'all can DM me the answer about what scares y'all about being featured as a dating shout out. If you want to be featured, you can DM me. Let's just keep the conversation going, because the girls is waiting, honey.
I'm gonna say it, and you're not gonna like what I have to say. You're not gonna like it, man. You're not gonna like it. Where are the real men at? I'm sick of it. They don't make men like they used to. I'm gonna say it loud and proud, because tell me why men these days, they don't want to do an oil change. They don't know how to change a tire. They don't know how to do anything. If Google doesn't know, babe, they don't know. Tell me why my dad knows every single thing to do with his hands. I could ask my dad to literally build a bridge for me to get to the other side of the road. That man will do it within 1 hour. You ask a man this day and age, hey, can you tell me how to check my tire pressure? Yeah, let me Google that. What do you mean you have to Google it? What do you mean you have to Google it, man? What do you mean? You are a man. This is what you're built for, babe. This is what you're built for, and you don't even know how to check my tire pressure. Please. I'm sick of having men that don't know how to literally use their hands. I'm sick of it. Be a man!
All right, man, let's talk about, you see the women speaking about where the men at, where the good men, where the men at, and I'm ready to date, and, I need a man to change my tire, I need the man to do this and do that. Women are always going to go the opposite way. You know what I'm saying? Women is always, if they in a toxic relationship, then they going to want to go back to a good relationship. You know what I'm saying? If they got a good man, they going to want a bad man. You know what I'm saying? If they got a whole bunch of guys flocking around giving them attention, then they don't want the attention. That's just the women always going to go the opposite way. You tell them not to do something, they just going to do it. Temptation. You tell them to do something, they not going to do it. That's just the way if it goes, and most men are tired of playing that game with women. They tired of playing that game with women. The men have picked their ball up and went home. They picked their ball up and just went overseas. They picked their ball up and they just went to pay to play. They picked their ball up and it's a wrap. So now that y'all done talk yourself out, y'all done talk guys out the dating pool. You know what I'm saying? You done talk guys out the dating pool. What you expect? I just went on this for food, or buy this food for my children, or you got to give me a black card. You got to get my hair, my nails done. I don't understand why them women just don't stay on the sugar daddy and the trick side of the game. I just feel like if women really were honest with themselves about what they really want, if you know you're not a wife, then cool. You're not a wife. Don't be ashamed to tell a guy, I'm not looking for nothing serious. Most guys are not going to opt out of that. They're going to enjoy you for what you is until they find something better. If you know you a hoe, come on. You know you a hoe. You know you done did hoish things multiple times. Not just one video, not just one incident. You done been flipped, tossed, fried, sauteed. You done been gang bang, gang yang trained. You done been hit with every Kama Sutra. You done did the crew. Why even date somebody serious? Why not just go continue to be a whore? Why pollute the dating pool? But it all goes back to what I said in the beginning. They always want the opposite. They have a healthy marriage or a good marriage, and they be like, well, I just want to see, I want to go on the other end of it. Then you got a woman that's on the opposite end. They've been single this long time. I just want a relationship. But the thing about it is that, man, what men have figured out on the internet and in real life, they always gonna revert back to what they know. They're always gonna revert back to the beginning. So if they thing was messing with broke bums and busters, that's who they gonna end. That's who they gonna go back to. You can be the change up guy. You can be the good guy, responsible, take care of the bills, all that. When she messed with busters before you, I guarantee you she gonna run you away. Men tend to stay and try to work through it and solve the problem. But now that men seeing that most American women are lazy, they're very lazy. So why do you sit there and try to work something out with somebody that don't think to change? And then when you leave, then they want to start doing everything you ask. But that, trust and believe me, homie, that's just to pull you back in. They gonna go back to being like they are what they are. They're gonna revert back to the bums that they mess with. That's just, no matter if they got a good thing going. I'm gonna talk about the movie Casino on Patreon. I don't know if y'all seen the Casino. She liked to mess with Lester the bum, even though she got a man that treated her like a queen. All that, she's at heart, she was a slum bag hustler bitch. That's just what old girl was, Ginger was in Casino. He wasn't gonna be able to change her. And what he didn't know in Casino is what most men know now. Women will always revert. Now, if all the good men come give them attention and treat them well, they're gonna get back with a buster. And if a woman knew her worth in the beginning, and when she only dated certain caliber guys, and she might meet a buster or something like that, she ain't gonna stick around with no buster too long, no matter how good the dick is. She ain't gonna stay around too long. Because, being treated the right way. You know what I'm saying? Doing everything right for the guy, he treating you like shit. Them type of women eventually gonna go back and get a good guy. Get a solid guy. So it's all the same. So they say, well, all the good men, the men come, be treat them right, they gonna go back to bullshit. You notice how all these women got a story about a bum ass nigga? Or a bum ass man or a broke ass man, how they deal with a criminal, how they dealt with a drug dealer, how they deal with every type of broke dude in the book. But all of a sudden now it's like, okay, I deserve a rich guy. Who says you deserve a rich guy? And what book in the Bible says this? Who qualifies you to say that you're a good woman and you deserve this? Nobody. Not even your true self believe that. So what men has found out is that these women love bums. And the women who actually really like good men, their history are filled with good men. And their history ain't filled with a lot of good men, because when they find men that are good to them and that treat them right, they get married early. They start a family early. They don't waste no time locking that man down. And you know what? If a man, she worthy, a man don't waste no time locking that one down. Even as many men right now that come in the comment section say they don't want to be married, if they found the one, they'll marry her. They'll marry her, I promise you. If they find the ideal woman, they'll marry her. Most of these niggas will marry her without a prenup. That's a fact. A woman that's worthy holding up. So when they say all that, man, it's just really, they don't want that. And then a lot of the women, when they have them bad, them terrible dudes in their background, they never lose touch with them, bro. They always can get in touch with them. And when you make her mad, and you ain't even do shit to make her mad, you just tell her, not right now, we saving for a new house, or we saving so the kids can go to college. When you tell her no, she gonna fuck that nigga. She gonna go run back to him. Tell him all your business. That's just the nature of the game. So that's why I tell y'all, if y'all watch the video, especially during the Patreon, the link in the description, that's why I tell y'all, pay attention. Like, pay attention. And you deal with a woman and she move on, and you happen to see who she move on with, you're going to be flabbergasted. That's why her future will tell her past. I mean, After you get done with her, it'll tell you what type of her past. I'm telling you. When you see the type, like, damn, you fuck with this bum ass nigga. Like, damn, you know, I overpaid. I did too much. That's why you gotta pay attention to her past. You see the type of, you hear type of dude and it's there describe him in like in a vague way. Oh, he didn't have no money, you know, or you know, he didn't make enough money, or he didn't like, you know, what else you hear? Oh, we just wasn't aligned. We just was on two different phases. Oh, I was engaged this many times, and you know, it just wasn't right. If a woman look, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna end this video off with this, right? If a woman got engaged to a guy she truly loved, she marrying her. She not calling him out, dog. Calling it off. And I take it a step further. If she get engaged to a guy and he got money, even if she don't even like him like that, she gonna engage him and take his money. So stop it with I've been engaged this many times. That just let me know that the guy that you was engaged to was such low hanging fruit, you wouldn't even want to get married. And a lot of times, guess you know what the kicker? It be their baby daddy. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, join the Patreon, link in the description, peace.